As night falls in Singapore, the track starts to warm up, and it'll be red hot by the time we find out who's on pole for tomorrow's race. Time to set the grid then. Welcome along to qualifying here in Singapore.
Pack, that's P1, and we're in front of Ocon, Gasly and Piastri. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:25.8. Okay, we've been pushed down to P13. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Russell and Piastri. And just behind us are Leclerc, Albon and Hulkenberg. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:26.4. Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are Norris, Leclerc, Russell, Ocon and Piastri. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Russell, Ocon and Piastri. And just behind us are Albon, Gasly and Verstappen. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1:38.7. In second. Okay, so their best lap so far, 1:39.3. Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Norris, Leclerc, Russell, Ocon and Piastri. So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Russell, Ocon and Piastri. And we're in front of Albon, Gasly and Verstappen. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:38.7.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. Things have changed slightly around the Marina Bay circuit with 4 corners removed between turns 16 and 19. It means the lap length is now just over 3 miles, and that might come as a welcome relief to the drivers, and more especially their brakes. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Hadjar, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Gasly, Verstappen, Iwasa, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Doohan, Sargent, Leclerc, Théo Pourchaire, Fittipaldi, Joe, Behrman and Frederick Vesti. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say they've got the better of them more often than not. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap, please. We're learning the gears, so let's go through them all if you can. 4th position, you're in 4th position. Okay, Russell's ahead, Ocon behind. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps time. All right, 31 laps to go now. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. Good work, we're in P4. Russell's ahead of you now. Ocon's behind you. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps time. All right, 31 laps to go now. We think we might see some rain, ETA about 15 minutes. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Okay, good parking there, mate. Now we need to make sure we get a great launch as the race starts. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch. in 4th position. Lando ahead. Ocon behind. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps time. Alright, 31 laps to go now. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff. Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Okay, fuel levels now at 19 laps. 19 laps. Okay, we can take you this lap. DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates. which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters? Okay, we think the underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment, just be careful. Charles is in the pits. Had an issue removing the left front wheel. I know it's not ideal, mate, but let's try and put it behind us and get back into this race. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Okay, Isack, we're not using as much fuel as we need to, so let's burn through some more now so that we're not too heavy at the end of the race. Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon. Okay, so that's 17 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, you're in ninth position. Okay, Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. They're on a fresh set of inters. That's Hulkenberg behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on a fresh set of inters. The distance to the leader, 25.8 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 18 laps to go. Rain's getting worse, be very careful. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. The underbody's taken a little damage, just watch out for it. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Monaco go for Charles Leclerc as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
Well, it all came good in the end for them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great strength in an athlete as a driver when you can overcome a day like this and walk away still with a victory.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.